Hi everybody, my name is Addison and I am a Girl Scout earning my Silver Award. For my project, I've been researching amazing and inspiring women all throughout history, and I'm sharing the stories of them all to you. In my other videos, I share other stories of different women, as well as I also explain my project further, so you can go check those videos out for more information. Today we're going to be listening to the story of Juliette Low. She was the first ever Girl Scout. She was the one to recruit the Girl Scouts, and she inspired millions of Girl Scouts to become what I am today. So let's read the story. This story is called Here Come the Girl Scouts by Shayna Corey. So let's do this. Daisy was a girl with gumption. Daisy grew up in Savannah, Georgia, at a time when proper young ladies were supposed to be dainty and delicate. But Daisy came from a family of pathfinders and pioneers. She wanted adventure and excitement. Delicate? Thought Daisy. Bosh, how boring. When Daisy grew up, she went traveling, ready for adventure. But on a visit home, she got an ear infection and lost almost all of her hearing. Daisy didn't let an obstacle stop her from seeing the world, though. Her mother worried, so Daisy wrote and reassured her. Daisy had adventure after adventure. When she wanted a new gate for her house, she took lessons from a blacksmith and forged it herself. She rode elephants in India, visited the Great Pyramid in Egypt, went fishing during fancy dinner parties, and even flew in a monoplane. A delicious experience, she said. After many years, though, Daisy grew restless. Her family had settled towns and served in wars, written books, and built railroads. Daisy wanted more than adventure. She wanted to be useful, to make a difference in the world. But what could she do? Then, one day, Daisy discovered a group in England called the Boy Scouts. It had begun as a way for boys to help serve their country. And the Boy Scouts spent lots of time outdoors, running and camping and swimming and fishing. There were even a sister group called the Girl Guides. The more Daisy learned, the more excited she grew. Why, the girls in America should have something like this, Daisy thought. Daisy couldn't wait to get started. She packed a Girl Guide handbook and took a steamer back home. When she arrived, she telephoned her cousin Nina. "Come right over," she said. "I've got something for the girls of Savannah and all America and all the world, and we're going to start it tonight." On March 12, 1912, Daisy began her biggest adventure yet. She invited 18 girls to the first Girl Scout meeting. She told them about all the adventures they would have. They'd hike and camp and swim. They'd do good deeds. They'd learn to tie knots and survive in the wilderness and even save lives. The girls thought Daisy's idea was brilliant. Daisy divided them into 2 troops. Then she taught them the 10 Girl Scout laws. Honorable, loyal, useful, a friend to all, courteous, pure, kind to animals, obedient, cheerful, and thrifty. From then on, Daisy devoted all her energy to the Girl Scouts. She designed uniforms for them to wear. She gave them her carriage house to meet in. She turned the vacant lot across the street from her house into a basketball court. She even gave the Girl Scouts a boat so they could take trips up and down the river. Daisy wanted the Girl Scouts to be open to lots of different girls, so she organized troops in private schools and in orphanages, in churches and in synagogues, in factories and in shops. Of course, some people didn't approve of Daisy's new adventures. Here come the Girl Scouts, they grumbled. Unthinkable. Preposterous. But nothing would stop Daisy. Daisy and her friend, Professor Walter Hoxsey, worked together to write a handbook for the Girl Scouts. The girls read the book and learned all sorts of interesting things, such as how to find the time by the stars or the sun, how to cure hams, how to secure a burglar with 8 inches of cord, how to stop a runaway horse, how to brush your teeth if a crocodile takes your toothbrush, how to get the skin off a sardine. The Girl Scouts worked on earning badges: naturalist, dairymaid, horsemanship, pioneer, swimmer, interpreter, cyclist, and flyer. The Girl Scouts went camping. They took an oyster boat to an island near Savannah. They sang songs around the campfire. They feasted on fish and cornbread and turtle eggs. At night, they tiptoed out of their tents and slept under the stars. Most of all, the Girl Scouts went on walks. They savored the green. They soaked up the sunshine. They breathed the good, fresh air. All over Savannah, people saw the Girl Scouts swimming and singing, hiking and camping and playing basketball. Some of them just sniffed and shook their heads. Nature, fresh air, blech, said one dainty damsel. In my day, young ladies knew their place, grouched a grandma. All that exercise can't be good for them, worried the neighbors. Other people saw them, though, and cheered, "Here come the Girl Scouts!" They hugged their daughters and smiled and said, "It's about time." Daisy traveled all over, giving speeches and raising money for the Girl Scouts. Many people who heard her started their own troops. Soon there were Girl Scouts across the country. But Daisy never forgot the Girl Scouts of Savannah. Whenever she wasn't traveling, she visited them and told them about her adventures. She shared stories of female doctors and architects, scientists and airplane pilots, and she read to them from the Girl Scout handbook. One of you may someday alter the lives of hundreds of thousands of people. Daisy believed that girls could do anything. Rebecca Lobo, Natalie Merchant, Lisa Ling, Lucille Ball, Gloria Steinem, Hillary Clinton, Rita Dove, and you. And that's the end of the story. Now that we've completed the story part of our video, it's time for the quiz to see how well you all were paying attention. So the first question is, what were the group of people in England who helped the environment called and who inspired Juliette to create the Girl Scouts? Was it A, Boy Scouts, B, Boy Guides, or C, Boy Troops? If you said A, Boy Scouts, you are correct. My dad and brother are actually Boy Scouts. What did Juliette donate so that her troop could take water trips? A, a rowboat, B, submarine, C, a sailboat. If you said A, a rowboat, then you are correct. Now for the final question. Was Juliette more adventurous or proper as a little girl? Say A for proper and B for adventurous. If you said B, adventurous, you're correct. Now that we've completed the story and the quiz, it's time for everyone's favorite part, the activity. So the activity that I've chosen for Juliette Low is a game that she loved playing all throughout her life. It's called Kim's Game. If you or your parents don't know what Kim's Game is, then it's a game where I have a bunch of items on a tray and I'm going to show them to you. And after a certain amount of time, I'm going to cover them up or take them off camera, and you all will have to write them all down. Write as many down as you can remember just from it. So, we're going to play the game together. All the items that I'm going to show you have a certain impact on Juliette, whether it was in the book or not. And if it wasn't, I'll explain it. So, let's jump right into the activity. Okay, so here is our Kim's Game. Now I need to remind you, please don't write everything down yet. I'm going to go through everything and then I'm going to give you time to write it down from memory. So I'm going to point everything out and why it's here. So she had paint and a paintbrush because she loved to paint, compass because they'd always go on hikes and walks. She loved to travel. Here's an old Girl Scout badge book. A knot because she taught the girls how to knot. The rice represents she got rice lodged in her ear during her wedding, and that's how she became partially deaf. Matches because she taught the girls how to light a fire. These are some old Girl Scout pins. She loved to draw, colored pencils. Pearls because she sold her own pearls for the sake of Girl Scouts. Basketball because the basketball court across her house. Sailboat because she donated a rowboat to the Girl Scouts. She loved to sing. And the pumpkin is because her birthday is on Halloween. Okay, now that I've shown you all of the things, how much do you remember? Go ahead and write as many as you remember down. Go! And I'm going to give you 1 minute starting now. Let's see if you can remember all 15 items. Okay, so you have about 25 seconds left. Let's hope that you all do really well. You have 10 seconds remaining. Come on, I know you all can do it. And that's the timer. Great job, everybody. I hope that you all got as many as you could. So count all your answers and let's go see how many you got out of 15. Now I'm going to be seeing how many out of 15 you all got, and I'm going to be going through all of them together. So the spelling doesn't matter, the order doesn't matter. I'm going to be going in order because it's easier for me. Okay, so we have paint and a paintbrush, that's 2. Compass, 3. Passport, 4. Knot, 5. Rice, 6. Pins, 7. Book, 8. Matches, 9. Pencils, 10. Pearls, 11. Basketball, 12. Okay, 12. Microphone, 13. Pumpkin, 14, and boat, 15. It doesn't matter what you got, this is totally all for fun, but I know that you all did really well. Great job, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed my video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.